Alright, hey YouTube, Doomis RLC here, back with another video. And this is gonna be a first for what I've filmed here. This is gonna be basically as far as what I own, a full series showcase. This will be for Hot Wheels 2009 Larry's Garage. That's the list of the cars. I don't have everything released in the series. There's a few that I haven't bothered to get for one reason or another, and some I'm just not. It's gonna be a pain to get. So like 694 Mustang, for example, I don't have any of those. Because it's the like G Machine style casting. That was a 2007 new model. And since it's not the Ultra Hots tooling, that's metal with opening hood and all that, I didn't bother getting all of those. So this is to start off. So this series, of the 20 cars, they all came in 4 colors for the main series, except for one of them. I'll explain that one when I get to it. And then there was the 21 car exclusive set that was from Toys R Us. They had like exclusive colors that only in the set. Here's some of the loose ones from that set. And I have, at least of all the other castings that I collected, I have as well. They're just with the carded ones here. And there was also a special 6-car holiday set, with this. You can see with this GTO back here. But I will get to that one when I'll explain that when we get to it as well. Anyway, so yeah, 69 Mustang, I didn't bother. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to do this all in one take. We'll see how well that actually goes. The Wild Thing casting I don't really care about, so I don't have any of them. 57 Chevy Bel Air. As much as I do like the casting, it's a plastic base version that they used in this series. So I kind of don't. It's one of those things where I might get them eventually, but right now I don't care enough. 68 Cougars, I do. 68 Mercury, it's metal base. I have them all. 32 Ford Sand, I do have all 6. Had one of the holidays. 56 Chevy, also have all 6. I believe this was the first release of the 56 Chevy. I think that was the only casting in here that was a new casting for this series. Looking at the list, yeah, I believe that was the only casting that was new for the series. 67 GTO, I do have all 4. I'll explain when we get there. Propassion, I got them. T-Bucket, I got them. 33 Ford Roadster, I have a couple of them. Not high on the list to complete. I got 2 more colors to go over the regular releases. Eventually, I'll get them. Bone Shaker, those are almost near impossible. Well, not near impossible to get, just more they're pricier than I really want to spend for them right now. I have one of them. I have the all blue one. That was a single release. I did have the purple and green one, but back in 2012 or 2013, I used that in a trade with a guy in Canada to get the last mix of the racing series for 2012, the Road Racer mix, with the Greenwood Vet, the M3, and whatever. That Bone Shaker was used as part 2 of the trade to get those 6 cars. So, do I regret getting rid of it? Kind of, but considering what I got in return, I'm not hurting too bad. 63 Corvette, I got them. 31 to 34, I got them. Sofines, I got them. Metrorails, I got them. Basically everything else here. The Packard, the Camaro, Dirty Delivery, Shift Kicker, and the Mercury Cyclone, I have all of them. I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to go in order of how I have them piled up here. And we'll just go ahead and get right into it. 69 Camaros. I have all of them right here. I had actually sold off a couple of these. I think I had these 2 originally, and I sold them off and whatnot. I'm like, I kind of want them again, so I picked them back up. One of the regular colors, flat black. Had this one. I don't even know how long I've had this one. I had it a while. My favorite one of the 6 that they did for the series. So, yeah. That is that one. Next up in here is another one of the single releases, white and kind of a pearl white, or the yellow and this pearl white. Picked this one up loose recently. Good looking car. Next up in here, this one is from the 21 car set. These would all be, so in the 21 car set, that set was unlike with the later garage ones from 2010, 2011, or the Boulevard one. The 21 car set was exclusive to Toys R Us. For the Larry's Garage. And this one was the Camaro exclusive color for that set. And then the last one here, at least what I got loose here, is from the holiday mix. So let's grab the GTO back here to show you. I don't exactly know where these ones were. I don't know if they were just like a normal release or if they were like a non-typical retail, like, because I believe Cougar had a lot of these. I'm not 100% certain. I don't recall ever seeing these when I was getting back into collecting around late 2009. Yeah, it's the holiday release for the garage. I have all except for the Bone Shaker, of course. So anyway, here is the 69 Camaro from that mix. So this one, little bit of scuffing there. I don't know if it was like that when it came out of the package, or if that just happened over the years. I don't know. I got it loose and it was fine. All right, and now for the couple carded ones, we got one of them in this two-tone blue. Oh, I need that box because I'm gonna need to throw all this crap in there. And there is the blue. And as I'm going through the stuff, I am going to end up putting them in jammers as we go. As I go through one casting, and I'm going to go ahead and throw them into a jammer case. Which, among everything here, I think I need almost all of... I have 3 of them. I need almost everything. Alright, so that's the blue one. And then, lastly, the orange one. This one, like, the unique deco on this one, compared to the other ones anyway. This one's actually got the roof and hood stripes, no side stripes. Whereas the 3 normal ones, the other 3 normal ones, had the side stripes on it. But this one does not. So as much as I like that flat back one, I might actually like this orange one more. And I know the one I sold, I did show it, the stripes are actually kind of off-center. That was part of the reason why I ended up selling it anyway, because I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's plastic base, I kind of want them. But I had that one, and I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'll go back in, pick them up again. Oh, that sucks. A little chip on the front there. And you saw I just opened this on the card, and that was like that in the card, apparently. That kind of sucks, but I gotta move that box. One moment. We're gonna get going here. Knock that over. There we go. Alright. That's closer. I can throw all the discarded cards in there. Now we'll open up this jammer. Wish I had a little more room. Otherwise, yeah, screw it. I'll show one side of the jammer as I fill it up. Once it's full, we'll show it off. Alright, top 6 slots filled up. Alright, next up, we will go ahead and go through Purple Passion. The first one up, this one I had to pick up loose because these, for some reason, this color almost rarely pops up. The black with the yellow flames. These do have a metal base, which is to me very nice. So There is the Purple Passion, the first collector-oriented casting. The first casting designed with the collector in mind. When Larry designed that in the late 80s for his either 1990 or 91 release. Alright, next up, we'll go ahead and show off the pink one. That's the first one here. I don't recall exactly what the order of the colors were. I want to say it was actually green, white, pink, black, or green, white, black, black, green, white, black, pink. I'm not sure. This one looks really good. I love the flames, a little more ghost style flames with it. Looks really good. Yes, as I mentioned, this was a Larry Wood design from the late. He must have done it in the late 80s for basically a 1990 or 91 release. It was the first collector-oriented casting. Because, like, you can see with the inset wheels here, that was a first for Hot Wheels. I don't think anything before these came out had the wheels inset like that and covered. And I think at the time this was basically the lowest sitting Hot Wheels castings. That for a while, castings had to work on playset tracks, but ones that sit this low don't work too well. And I think now it's just like a certain percentage need to fit onto a plate onto Hot Wheels tracks. Here is the green one. And lastly of the normal releases, the white one. So some of these I have had since like new, or I picked up or kind of cheap over the years. Some I picked up from some online retailers or online dealers. Like I think the 56 Chevys, I think I got all of those from a guy who's known as Bernie's Wheels. He was set up in Maine, southern Maine. His site, it hasn't worked in I don't know how long, in many years. So last time I think I ordered from him was probably like 2016 or 2017. I don't know when he stopped, but I think he was an older gentleman, so for all I know he may have passed away since then. So if he has, all right, hopefully it was peacefully. Yeah, here is the white and yellow Purple Passion. Get the focus there. It's the last one for that, and then this one. And now I'm just realizing how off-center the purple is on the roof. This one is the 21 car set release version. Oh, and also for this series, this wheel was brand new that debuted in the Larry's Garage line. This was the debut of this wheel. So I think everything other than the Bone Shaker, Wild Thing, and T-Bucket utilized that new wheel. So that is the Bone Shaker, and we'll go through the Sulfines before I put these away as well. So here we got the Sulfine, the only loose one among these. It's basically like a early 50s Buick. I'm just realizing something. Oh, we're good. Okay. Anyway, there is Sulfine. Yeah, I think it's basically an early 50s Buick. And this is a casting I would love to see them do a metal base for, but even regarding that, I don't know. I'm not even sure the last time we saw this casting be used. It is a cool casting. Good old lead sled. Fits nicely with the Purple Passion and all. Like I said, it would be nice to get a metal base for it, but at the same time, I'm not even sure the last time we saw this casting. It may have been 10 years ago. So there is the green one. Next up, we got yellow and purple. There we go. Well, and again, a little QC issue. That was like that on the card. So, pinstriping on the back there is really cool. I'm not sure who did all the deco for these. I'm pretty sure Larry picked all the castings, or it was at least his idea to do most of them. But as far as the deco, I don't know if he did the deco, if Larry did the deco, or if that was one of the main deco guys, livery guys, whatever the term would be. All right, next up we got the light blue and white. And there is this one. A mean looking thing too. That's why I really wish it was metal base. I think the metal would give it a little more sinister look and feel. It would definitely be heavy. These are actually pretty long. So, blue pinstriping on the back. And lastly, of the single releases in this flat brown. Alright. There's that one. So that is those, and this one is the 21 car set version. So looking at it, okay, the deco is different. The pinstriping is all different compared to the single releases. But definitely a cool casting. I hope we see it again, but who knows? May not, but would love to see it. Would love to see a metal base tool for that. Okay, go ahead and put these away. That's why I wish I had a bigger setup here. I could just leave these up here on the thing here to do that. I need to get those dividers. One moment. So yes, I use the Creative Options two-sided storage things for these. They work wonders. I got here. That should be enough. At least for now. And then I had a buddy of mine. We found these on a site called Thingiverse. It's basically a site that people upload their 3D print projects to, and basically you can download the files to print your own. And I found these on that site. They fit nicely into the double slot of these jammers. These work nicely for cars that are like longer than the normal ones. So for the cars that don't fit, you can't fit into the slots normally, that's what these green ones are perfect for. But just kind of plug them. A guy known as Dayton Diecast, hit him up on Instagram, or it's just Dayton, like Dayton, Ohio. DaytonDiecast.com. He's got, if you watch Lamley, I'm sure you've heard the whole spiel before. He makes slot pieces that snap right into place there to make that double slot an even split it evenly and make them uniform. So those he sells them on that site. Those are really nice. I buy ones from him. I need to buy more. But these other ones, these angled ones, work pretty good for cars that are too long for the normal slot. All right, next, we'll just, we'll go over that one in a little bit here. Next, we'll go over the Metrorail. All right, this is a custom Nash Metropolitan. Originally, I think it was a 2000 new model. It's copyright on these. Is there a copyright year? There's not. Crap. Okay, so I think these were... I think it was a 2000 new model. Maybe it was 01. Anyway, here is the pink one. And look at that, date code 842. These were made into, like, physically made in 2008. So, early. And this was also the last time the Hot Wheels, the premium line, utilized plastic bases. Starting in the 2010, excuse me, Larry Wayne Phil garage line. Everything was metal base from there on in premium lines, except for a few special circumstance pieces here and there over the years. That is the pink Nash Metrorail. Next up, got the green one. There she is. Cool custom car. We actually did get a metal base for this one a few years later, and it was used in 2013 Boulevard. But we haven't seen the metal base since, which is kind of a bummer. Would love to see that get used again. All right, next up we got it in blue. I missed. There she is. And then lastly for the single releases, in black. I love this one. Love the green windows. Alright, anyway. So there is the black one. I think I actually... No, it was the other one. Hang on. Show it when I get there. Alright. That's the black one. And now for the set one. That's garbage. Oh. The funny thing is, I actually had one of these already. But... Actually, I had one of these too. I gutted both of them for the wheels, for a wheel swap several years ago. So there is the 21 car set version. And then next, actually I think I'll do those GTOs last. Yeah, we'll do the GTOs last. Next we'll go through the T-bucket. So one of the few castings used that did not use that new Larry Wood wheel. It's just kind of called the LW5. Because they're for the rear wheel here, for this size, they didn't design a wheel. They didn't design it for. They only designed the two sizes. You only got the mediums up front and the large on the rear. But they did not do a XL size. Just the so they couldn't utilize that wheel on this car. This one had a lot of metal flakes and whatever in the package. I don't know if you saw it on camera, but I'm off. There we go. And the T-bucket. definitely a fun older casting. This one, I think, no, because never mind. This I think is the oldest design casting in here. This was debuted in 80. Yeah, 79 copyright. So that debuted in 80 and with the high raker base. This I think is second or third oldest, because now I think about 32 delivery. Oh no, 63 Corvette. I'm dumb. 63 Corvette was the same year as that because it came out with the high raker base. And these were copyright 88 for the 32 copyright here and here. Also 88. Okay. Anyway, that's the red tea bucket. Next up, we'll go to the white one. This one I think was B30. Can't see the base coat on that. White I think was first. That's kind of the one cool thing about having a date code. So you can use the date code to determine which ones were actually made first. This one, yeah, A48 base for this one. Another one's got a lot of metal flake in there. Whatever. There's the white one. Alright, black. The B13. What's the smell? I'll show you the black one. We'll find out as we go. Easily my favorite one of the five. Because I've mentioned before, black with green flames is like my favorite paint style. And this one is black with green flames. Although, a little bit of an error on this one because it's missing some of the dark green and the flame is missing. See it here. Don't see it here. So, and that was on the carded side, so it's not something I would have necessarily noticed. So I might have to pick up another one of these. Yeah, B13 base on this one. B30 on the red one. What do we have on the silver one? Get those tires back on there. Good. Oh, the axle's bent. I think. There we go. I think we're good now. Pop that tire back on there. There we go. And this is B06. Okay, so this is first, second, third, fourth. And then we got the set version. I can rip it out of the damn bubble wrap here in the bag. I think I actually have two of these for whatever reason. There is, this is the one from the set, just plain copper. Oh, it actually does have flames. They're very faint, but they're there. It's a ghost flame just on the bottom there. Huh, okay. Didn't notice that before. That's one of those things that would be hard to actually see on in pictures online. So, yeah, so those are the tea buckets. All right, so I got it right there. I will explain what happened. So here we got the 67 GTO. The silver and red one was first. This actually, as far as the paint's concerned, it's very similar, if not meant to copy the, the one in the actual Hot Wheels garage, the real one that was built. I don't know if Hot Wheels commissioned it, if it was like one of the employees who sold. I don't know the history behind it. But the paint is basically meant, this one's meant to represent that real one, or the real one's meant to represent this. And then you got the black and orange one here. You may be wondering why I only have the two. Because they only made the two for the normal single releases. There were supposed to be two others. Like everything else is supposed to have four. But something, I don't know the full story. I don't remember if it was actually explained or not to the collectors what happened. The rumor, but I believe the going word was that there was an issue with the actual tooling for where they were making them at the time, and they had to basically they had to stop. They couldn't do the next couple because of an issue with the tooling. That's my understanding. I don't know if that's the full story, if that's actually what happened or not. I do know Steve Vandervaart, he did show an e-sheet showing what the other two colors were. I saved it somewhere. I saved the picture somewhere. I have no idea where the hell it is now. But I think if you look at the 2010 Faster Than Ever release of the 67 GTO in the main line, the white and teal one, I think that was supposed to be the third colorway of this one, because those Faster Than Ever ones I think don't have, maybe they do have the center stripe there on the hood. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think that white and teal was meant to be basically what the third color was, and I don't recall what the fourth one was. It might have been, no, it wouldn't be the orange and black that was used as the Walmart. I think it was Walmart exclusive that year. I don't remember. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, anyway, yeah, there's some sort, I think there was, from what I understand, there was some sort of issue with the tooling. They couldn't do the next two colors for the normal releases. Now, later that year, they did do the holiday release. Let's see. And these were made in Malaysia. As you can see, these were Thailand. This one, as you can see, is actually Malaysia. So I don't know if there's just an issue in the Thailand factory with the tooling or what happened. They just ended up not doing the other two colors. So here is the holiday garage one. And then, in case you're wondering, yes, I do plan on actually getting two more of each of these and using one of the set version, and one of the holiday ones, and using the bases from this version, these versions, and swapping them to those to make them more like normal garage cars. But I think I have more of this one. I don't know where they are. But this one is awesome. Love this olive color on this car. And that is the GTO. Go ahead, pull up my jammer case. We'll fill it right up. How many I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's go. Put the tea buckets in first. And we'll go ahead and put the GTOs next. I'm actually curious. Where's tea buckets were Malaysia. Those are Malaysia. Sofines are Malaysia. Passions, Thailand. 69 Camaros, Malaysia. Holiday one right there. So if we just want to see, there we go. There's that side of the jammer. We close that up. Go ahead and start to the other side. GTO. And the Metrorails, let's see what we got. B30, B08, B42, B03. Okay. And the second one. Alright. Alright, next up in the pile, so I don't knock these over, we got the 63 split window Corvette. That one aside. First up, we got the one in gloss, two-tone gloss and flat black. Sleeves up here. There we go. And there is this one. These were all Thailand? These Thailand or Malaysia? These are Malaysia. Okay. Good looking car. I kind of wish they used the bigger wheels in the back, but it's alright. Next up, we got two-tone blue and silver. Oh. There's that. What's the base coat on this? E43, so this is probably the first color. Car there. What's the base on this one? B13, second or third probably. Next up, we got the only single color one here, orange. Purple stripe down the side. Let's see what we got. Oh, this one's actually a chase one. See the Larry Wood signature there. B02. So this is definitely second color. And yes, so just as an aside, the chases for the 2009 and 2010 Garage, they would have the designer's initials on the base. Larry Wood for all 2009. That was between Wayne Scott, Phil Reelman, and Larry Wood on 2010 Garage. Excuse me. One second. All right. So, yeah. So, the chase aspect with these, just the initials on the base, to me, that's kind of a dumb way to do chases. Because it doesn't change anything with the car. I'd rather have the chase actually do something with the cars. It'd just be something that you don't notice when they're basically almost ever. And we got for base coat on this one. B27. Oh, that's the first color. Okay. 1, 4, 3, 2. First color is red and silver two-tone. And there it is. So, as I was mentioned earlier, along with the 3 window 34, this is a very old, pretty old toy, especially even now. It debuted in 1980 with what they called the high-raker bay. It had basically just an adjustable rear axle here. You could basically raise and lower the rear end of the car to give it a rake. Cool feature would be, but they eventually later in the 80s they tooled that out of the castings. Obviously a lot of them still exist today. The casting wise exist today, although we haven't seen this Corvette or the 3 window in a few years. All right, and then lastly for the 63 Vet, we got the one from the set and a racing deco. Nice thing about this one is it did get the taillight details. Oh, there we go. All right, next up, since we're down right here, A 3-window 34. And again, I have no idea which order they came out in. We'll find out as we go through. BO3 base. Actually, a chase as well. Flat brown with flames. So there we go with that one. Always love this casting, as well as the kind of the sister casting to it, which is they call it a 33 Roadster. Basically, I think they for that one, I think they basically took the files for this tooling and then designed it just without the roof here, because I think almost everything is interchangeable with it. All right, next up we got the black one, 845s. That definitely came before that. There we go here. 845. We got yellow B31. That's definitely a later release. All right, there is the yellow one. B31 base, yep. And then plain red, B13 base. So that was what the order was. Black, flat brown, plain red, and yellow. There is the plain one. Always love that casting. That's kind of neat too. The black and brown ones have the flames on the fenders. The yellow one does not. And to match it up with the 21 car set version in this magenta color. This one's really sharp. I like it. Oh, I painted the headlights too. Definitely cool release there. Whoa. Those. Alright. Nice one pad. We'll just put them away now. 10 cars. Might as well go ahead and put them away, right? Alright. Alright, there's those. Close that up. Definitely need more of those Dayton splitters, at least for that case, for sure. Alright, even that one out. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 spots on that one. What do we want to do here? 6, 5. Because I want to keep all the dairy. I'm just trying to math it out here. I'll do dairies next. All right, here we go. Dairy deliveries are next up. That's the set one. We'll get to that one later. All right, so first up, we got the white and kind of a light blue aqua version. This is what, B06? B06 base. Fortunately, ooh, that's a lot of packaging rub. Which is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, that's one reason I'm really happy to start putting those plastic inserts there and protect the car from the card back. As you can see the rubbing there on the trim edge. Yep, so there it is. Midnight Auto Parts. Hours 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Wish these were metal based, but what are you gonna do? All right, next up, we got the flat black and gray one. That was a BO9 base. Yep, BO9 was BO6. There's flat black and gray. We got silver and, gray and purple, A46 base. There's that one. A little bit of package rub on that one side. Not too bad. Go right there. And last of the regular ones, B31 for the black and yellow one. I think this is probably the one that pops up the least for sure. A very popular casting for the series. Would it be even more it'd be even more popular if it was metal based, but oh yeah, so this is another one that didn't get the the new Larry Wood wheel. There's that one, and then we got the holiday one, North Pole delivery. This one looks really cool. The white and the pearl purple. Very cool release. Yeah, this is going to be a long video. Longest one yet, for sure. Alright, so that's that one. And then lastly, the set version. Going fully on the dairy delivery name. It's a milk truck. Larry's Dairy since 1969. Empty weight 4,700. Milk, cream, butter, cottage cheese, and ice cream. Larry's Dairy. I love this release. Such a cool one. Alright, next up. I got... Yeah, we'll do the 56 Chevys. I'll split those a different way. Alright, first up, we got it kind of the champagne or tan color. Like I said, I believe this was the only new casting for the series. Everything else existed beforehand. I am 99% sure. He's got a copyright year on him? Nope. Alright, so we got the white and champagne. What do we got for the base? B27. B27 base, so that's definitely probably the fourth color of the single releases. Alright, next up, we got the blue and white B30. Ooh, B20, okay. B30. That could be the later one. And one thing, if you followed my Instagram for a while, I think I posted them back when I first got an Instagram, freaking, Jesus, 9 years ago now. I took all 5 of the single releases of this car and put black walls on them. And people might ask why. Well, simply because I wanted to, and they actually look awesome with those wheels because I basically grabbed a bunch extra of the 2012 Hot Ones release of the casting, and I just space swapped them, and these look awesome with the raked wheels like that. That's the white and blue one. Next up, we got the red and gray one, 836 base. That's probably definitely first. A little roof rub there on the plastic buster. That's what it is. Actually, that's one thing I gotta do. I gotta compare this to the ID casting that came out a couple years ago. I really do like that ID casting, other than the front wheels being further out than the rears, but whatever. This casting is odd. And the funny thing is, it seems small, but if you compare it to the 57 Bel Air casting, it's basically the same size, but it seems smaller. My favorite of the four, the black and yellow. This is A51 base. Easily my favorite one of the four. Oh, and when I swapped it to the Blackwall base, I actually swapped the window too, put the yellow window from the Hot Ones one in here. It looks awesome. And then lastly, for the single releases, we got the holiday one. And this green and white with the snowflakes on the rear. Ew, I might need to get another one. Yep, I might have to track another one down. The roof is kind of messed up on this one. Oh, the paint is too, motherfucker. Well, I might have to get another one of this one. Even with defects, this one looks really cool. And then you got the set one. Kind of orangey copper and white. Super clean. That's those. We'll go ahead and put them away. Two, 4, 5, 6. Put the set ones in here. If you want to see, I'll move those ones back. I'll show it off a little bit here. Kind of, maybe. Hang on. Amateur hour, I tell you. Got the jammer case full there now. That's the first one completely full. Oh. Alright, pull up the next one right behind me. Alright, those two. Those two. Alright. Alright, next up we got the classic Packard. Another much older Larry Wood casting. Brought back in 2004, I think, when it won its selections vote for Redline Club. And then it was used on and off for a few years, and just we haven't seen it, I think, since 2013 Boulevard. But here we got the Lear's Garage ones. So first up, we got it in orange with a tan roof. This one's actually meant to be kind of painted to look like Larry's actual 1930s Nash that he owns, which his Nash is orange with the tan roof. I think that's why they did this one in the colors like that. There we go. There we go. There's orange. What we got for the base? A 38. So green. That one's a chase too. This one's what? The base. B07. Green with the white roof. There we go. This one looks really sharp in this green, I think. Alright, next up we got the pearl steel blue and white roof. This is a B31 base. Come on. That looks cool. And lastly, for the single releases, we got it in red. Also a chase. B02. Okay. Red and black roof. That wheel, get it unjammed. Perfect. Ooh, that was jammed up too. There we go. So yeah, two of them ended up being chases. I think just the two, right? Yeah, green's not. Alright, and then lastly for the Packard, we got the set one. In white. Love this version. Such a sharp looking version for this car. Love the paint. Alright, next up, 32 delivery. Get these out of the way. First up, we got the orange and black one, B31 base. This one's probably the last color, other than the holiday one. And these wheels are not happy on this car. Holy hell! It's like this one doesn't want to roll. Rear wheels don't really want to roll. There's garage, 1969, Hot Wheels sales and service. We got the tan and red, A42 base. This is probably the first one. Cool release. Sweet. Plain green one, B03. That one, and then white and blue, B20. Oh wow, B27, that's the early one. So the white and blue was first. Missed. There we go. Yeah, these wheels jam up on this one for whatever reason. Oh, it's on the inside of the fender that's messing up. Okay. There's that. And then you got the holiday one, Santa's Delivery. This is the last of the holiday cars I got here for the garage. Probably the most underwhelming one. And then you got the set one. Just there's garage. There's garage. There's garage. There's initials. So all the ones from the set will have the initials. I will say that. Alright, go ahead and put those away yet. Next up, we got the 70s Cyclone. First up, we got the orange one, black roof, B10. So, for if you don't know, so the A number, B number on the base, it's a manufacturing date code essentially. So like said, the ones, so like this one, B10, that means it was made, the B is for 2010, and the 10 is the 10th week of the year. So this was made the 10th week of 2009, I should say. A is for 2008, B is 2009, C 2010, so on and so forth. So, apparently those wheels were not really, the tabs were not pinched to hold those that well. All right, next up we got the white and blue one. And it's a Chase B32. Sorely underused casting. They only had, so before this one, they had one use before this release for these, and then after these it had one release with a metal base in 2011 vintage racing, and we have not seen it since. And that sucks, because this is a really cool casting. I would love to see it come back. Alright, next up, yellow and white B06 base, also a Chase. Mercury Cyclone. Yeah, I really hope I would love to see this casting come back for sure. Let's see, what was that one? B10, B06, that B32. Alright, and lastly for this Cyclone, red, B02. Alright. Also a Chase. I really want this casting to come back. I love this car. I love the Mercury Cyclone. And again, just in general, I love the real ones. They're so cool. They're so cool. So cool. Really hope this casting comes back. And then we got the set car. All right. 2 more castings to go. I'll do the Cougars last. Screw it, they're on top. All right, first up, we got the green one, 845 base, 68 Mercury Cougar. There she is. Almost looks like the first edition version. Alright, next up, we got it in pink, B06 base. So glad that they used the metal bases for these. And they put the RX-7 striping on there. Looks really good. Alright, what was that? B06? Yeah. Next up, my favorite version, probably my favorite release of this casting in general. Blue and white. This one is so sharp, I love it. B10, that was B06, right? Yep, B06. And red is B30. And then the set car, metallic black with flames. All right. And now lastly, we have probably the weirder casting. Oh, wait, no, it's not going to be last because that one's going to be last. All right. So go into it. Shift kicker. This was 2004 first edition. So, yeah. First up, we got it in gray. There's another one that didn't have the Larrywood 5s. All right, so I think it was like 5 castings that didn't get the wheels. This was B07. Actually, fairly heavy casting for the size of it, even though this is plastic, because the engine is metal. So there's the gray shift kicker. Next up, we got it in black. B30, that's probably the last color. I think the purple one was first. Oh, what did we say there? Larry's Garage. Yep, Larry's Garage. Black shift kicker. Definitely fun little casting. Next up, blue, A51. Check the last week of 2008 this was made. There's the purple one. And pink, B13. All right, there's the pink one. And then the set release. Bag here. There's that one. All right, and lastly, I got this one from Duke Johnson on Whatnot. Go ahead and hit him up, let him know I sent you. And he hooked me up with this one. So the passing gasser was only in the 21 car set. Hang on. Side. Save that protecto. And even though we got a nice crispy card here, a cracker open. And it was one thing I didn't realize until I had it in hand. This was a metal base. I thought it was still a plastic base when for this release. There is passing gasser. Only released in the 21 car set. Such a cool release. I did find it weird to put the skinny wheels on this one, though. That's alright. We'll see in the next series showcase that I do. They put normal real riders on the front of this one. I do have most of the 2010 Larry Wayne's Phil's Garage series. There's a few I'm missing. I think I'm missing a grand total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm missing a total of 12 cars out of 100. Hang on. 30 times 4 is 120 plus 9 times 3, 20. So 147 cars. I'm missing 12, I think I said. that will be the next series showcase I do. So, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. We'll see, maybe, hopefully, maybe on the other ones I'll do them a little quicker. But we did have 48. 48, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 26, 27. 48 plus 27 is what? Off the top of my head, 75 cars to go through. So, that's why this video is a little over an hour and 10 minutes. So that Larry's Garage, the 2010 Garage, I'll probably split that into 2 videos. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Have a good one.